Are Indian motorcycles taking over Harley Davidson in the UK? Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. Very quick video here again. I'm asking Indian motorcycles here in the UK and potentially around Europe as well, are they taking over Harley Davidson, or are they on the cusp of taking over Harley Davidson in terms of presence on the road, in terms of presence on the high street, or in terms of dealerships? So we've got a situation here in the UK, and it started last year where Indians started expanding the number of dealerships that they had in the UK. I think it went from a handful, literally, I think it's up to 16 or 18 now. Conversely, what's been happening, and this has been happening all over the world as well, is that a lot of Harley Davidson dealerships are closing. Numerous around me, for example, have closed down. So it's quite a distance to go to a dealership if that's your thing. So with the closures of Harley Davidson dealerships here in the UK, I think it stands right now at about 15 or 16. I think it's officially 16 on the Harley Davidson website, but I think one of those is closing down anyway. So it's going to go down to 15. It could even go down to 14. So Indian motorcycles have got the same or slightly more dealerships right now. Now, does that necessarily mean that more people are going to go and buy Indian motorcycles than Harley Davidson? Does it mean that more people are going to prefer Indian over Harley Davidson? I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that the availability to buy new Harley Davidsons is being diminished because of the dealership closures, and the potential to go and buy Indian motorcycles is increasing. Now, whatever happens in a local area, I've always said this, you're more likely to go and buy a motorcycle from a local dealership or your nearest dealership than traveling miles and miles away, regardless of what the brand is. Now, if you like a particular style of motorcycle in terms of American Tourers, American Cruisers, then really the difference between Harley Davidson and Indian, they're very similar. There's lots of similarities there that set them apart from other motorcycle brands, of course. And because they're both American, you can buy into that Americana, that kind of American spirit of riding or a motorcycle ownership. So let's just say in my area, we've got 2-3 dealerships closed down in the kind of wider area. So for me to go and go to my nearest dealership now, I believe it's in the region of about, well, straight line distance, I think it's about 30 miles. That's the nearest one, but thereafter it goes 70, 80, 100 miles, whatever it is. So it's getting further and further out. With these local 3 dealerships that's closed down, there's a massive void in terms of the ability to go to a dealership and either buy a new motorcycle or buy parts direct from the dealership and or merchandise and accessories and whatever else you want. That physical shopping experience, you're not getting it. So if you replace that void, or you fill that void with Indian motorcycle dealerships, you've automatically got, you're capturing a market. Now, I know this because a local Harley Davidson dealership closed down just down the road. An Indian franchise, an Indian motorcycle franchise, opened up a few months before, maybe a year before. They were very smart. They actually put advertising banners at a petrol service station, petrol garage, right next door to the Harley Davidson dealership as well, which I always thought was really funny. But they, they weren't breaking any rules. They just said to the garage, can we put up a banner there? And the garage said, yeah, why not? To fill your boots. So in that respect, they kind of captured a little bit of ground. Whilst the dealership was still there, they were kind of making people sit up and take notice. Now, what I've since learned is, since the Harley Davidson dealership has closed down, lots of people are weighing up the options. They're weighing up the options, saying, right, okay, should I travel X amount of miles to go and see my new bike or go to a dealership or whatever it is? Or can they be bothered with that? And could they get that same kind of level of service, that same kind of buying experience, that same kind of relationship with a dealership, whatever relationship that might be, much closer to home. So what is happening, a lot of ex-Harley Davidson owners or current Harley Davidson owners are going to the Indian dealerships because they're going to get rid of their Harley Davidson, they're going to trade it in, and they're going to buy an Indian. And that's what's been happening. They're selling quite a few Indian motorcycles based upon that. Now, this has got nothing to do with politics. This has got nothing to do with a backlash over Harley Davidson and the way they've been operating and the political dramas that go on within the company and the CEO and DEI policies and everything. Over here in the UK, I can't say we really care about that too much. It's not really on our radar. I talk about it in terms of interest, in terms of news, but in terms of day-to-day riders, Harley Davidson riders, I doubt there's that much care for it. But what there is a care for is that local touch of a dealership. And if you can't get your Harley Davidson fix, then you probably still want your American motorcycle riding experience fix. And where are you going to go for that? You're going to go to an Indian motorcycle dealership. Now, we don't know right now whether the numbers are stacking up in terms of Harley Davidson sales versus Indian motorcycle sales. But if it continues, the chances are that you're going to see a lot more Indian motorcycles on the road, especially in a local geographic location where there aren't any Harley Davidson dealerships and there are Indian motorcycle dealerships. You're going to see a lot more Indian motorcycles on the road. It's going to be a brand that people are talking about a lot more frequently. And they're probably going to start talking about it in the same way as they talk about Harley Davidson. Now, this might take another 2, 3 years, 5 years. It might take a generation. And right at this stage, we really don't know. But say it's a bit of a funny situation here in the UK, especially because the numbers of dealerships have reached parity. And a lot of motorcycle dealerships from Harley Davidson are closing down. And that's the key thing here. There is a perception that Indian are growing and growing at a much greater rate. And Harley Davidson are falling. They're losing. They're closing shop a little bit. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you seeing this in other parts of the world, wherever you might live? Are you actually seeing it here in the UK? Are you one of those people who've gone into a Harley Davidson dealership, or you would normally go to a Harley Davidson dealership to do your wares? That's closed down, and now you find yourself going to an Indian motorcycle dealership and trading in your Harley for an Indian. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We know that under the DEI fiasco last year, in the United States, there was a big move by lots of Harley Davidson owners to sell their Harley Davidson and go and buy Indian motorcycles. Now, that could have been a bit of a gut reaction, but that did happen. Now, I'm not saying this is happening here like that. This is more to do with a void of Harley Davidson, and this is being filled by Indian. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, just keep on watching the videos. And don't forget, you can go to the website, RevelatorAlf.com, for all the books, motorcycle books that I sell. You can find them on Amazon too. And with that, well, I'm going to have a bit more of my coffee. Catch you again. Bye now.